Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. MTG Box Analysis here to take a look at Modern Horizons 3 in the collector booster box form. So there's the case number that it comes from in case you're interested. Now just a quick note, this is the 5th most valuable collector booster box on the market today. So you've got Lord of the Rings Special Edition right around $800 in market price. Lord of the Rings Original around $620, Fallout at $570, Commander Legends at $400, and these guys are going for about $375 on TCG Player. For that, all you get is 12 little packs, 180 cards, but in this set there are 299 cards, or rather in this box there are 299 cards available to us that are valued over $1. So my last collector booster box of Modern Horizons 3, I got really lucky. Exceeded the purchase price and cards valued over $2. We're going to try and do it again. We're going to take our time. We're going to look at every single card. Let's go ahead and crack open pack number 1 and see what kind of value we can find. Take my time opening the packs as well, just because I don't want to damage any cards. All right, so we're going to start this one off with an Eviscerator's Insight, followed by a Snapping Void Craw. Then we're going to see a Tranquil Landscape, followed by an Eldrazi Repurposer. And then we're going to see an Ethereum Petromander as our first uncommon. Then we're going to see ourselves a Lion Umbra, followed by a Barbarian Ring. And then we're going to see ourselves a Swamp. Then we've got ourselves a Retro Frame Skoa Ember Mage coming in as a common. And then we're going to see ourselves a Null Elemental Blast as an uncommon Retro Frame. And our first rare of the box is going to be an Orphomancer coming in out of black. Unfortunately, not a high value rare. Then we're going to see ourselves a Tarmogoyf's Nest coming in extended art. Very cool to see that. And directly behind that, we've got ourselves a Power Balance coming in borderless. Very nice. And then it looks like we are going to have a crimped card down here. Haven't seen too many crimped cards lately. I'll try and zoom it in so you can kind of see it. So it's more damage than crimp. Hopefully the rest of the box is okay. So we got ourselves a Kappa Cannoneer also coming in the retro frame, is valued over $1. And our crimped card is going to be a Ajani Nakal Pariah coming in the foil borderless. We'll go ahead and flip that over. And there you go. You can see the back of Ajani there. It is crimped on the back side as well. I'm going to bring that up so you all can see that. It's a little disappointing. Thank God it is not the textured version of this. Then we get an Eldrazi Spawn with a fish in the back. So we'll keep an eye out for that and just see if we get any more crimped cards. You either really want the crimp to be horribly bad, or obviously you want absolutely no crimp at all, which is what I prefer. Let me know in the comments if you think anyone might be interested in that crimp card. So we got ourselves a Smelted Charbug, followed by a Corrupted Shapeshifter. And then we're going to see a Skoa Ember Mage again, this time in standard frame foil, followed by a Drownyard Lurker. Then we've got an Izzet Genitorium coming as our first uncommon with a Phyrexian Ironworks. Then we're going to see ourselves a Waterlogged Teachings coming in as a flip card. Go ahead and flip that over in case you weren't aware of the back. Inundated Archive. Then we're going to see ourselves a Plains, followed by an Unholy Heat as our first retro frame. And then we're going to pick up an Accursed Marauder coming in the foil. Very nice to see that. The black really looks good in the retro frame. Now we are going to see a mythic here, or excuse me, a rare. We got ourselves a Windswept Heath. So very nice to see one of the lands showing on up. Awesome. Directly behind that, we've got an aggressive Biomancy coming in from the Commander subset. Not sure of the value on this one. I don't think it's one of the high value ones that we're looking for. And directly behind that, we're going to see ourselves a Flooded Strand coming in the extended art treatment. Then we've got a Birthing Ritual as a mythic borderless in the back. Very nice to see that. And our final card is going to be a Strix Serenade coming in the borderless foil treatment. No crimping on this card. Everything is totally fine, so hooray. Then we've got a Phyrexian Germ and a Whale Token. So go ahead and put that over there. Move that guy right there. All right, so 2 packs down. one crimp card. Kind of sad. Hopefully, again, we don't see any more of those. All right, next up, we've got ourselves a Thrabian Charm, followed by an Unfathomable Truths. Then we're going to see a Sarpedium Simulacrum coming in as our, should be our last common. Oh no, we got a Malevolent Rumble. Then we're going to see a Mog Mob with a Victimize, followed by a Legion Leadership. And then we're going to see ourselves the Mountain. First retro frame is going to be a Munitions Expert. This is going to be coming in from the Modern Horizons 2 set. You can see the symbol there. And then we've got ourselves a Lion Umbra. And our first rare is going to be a Shifting Woodland coming in. Very nice to see that. It does hold some value. And then we're going to see ourselves a Sawhorn Nemesis coming in from the Commander subset. Then we've got Fanatic of Ronus coming in extended art, followed by an Imskir Iron Eater coming in the retro frame. And our final card is going to be a White Orchid Phantom, also in retro but foil, then a Servo and a Phyrexian Germ. Kind of running out of piles. I'll put retro frame rares all the way over here at the end. All right. So what do you all think of Modern Horizons 3? Did you open up a lot of this product? I know it was one of the more expensive products of 2024. All right, this pack does not want to open, so we're going to slide the cards down and we're going to use the knife. Don't want to take any chances with bending a card, curling a corner, because I am spending my money on these packs. All right, so we got ourselves a Mandaplar Kite, followed by an Expanding Ooze. And then we're going to see a Dream Drinker Vampire, followed by an Infernal Captor. Then we've got a Kozilek's Unsealing coming in as an uncommon. Then we've got a Null Elemental Blast with a Priest of Titania. Very nice. And then we're going to see ourselves the Island, followed by Tune the Narrative coming in as an uncommon retro. And then we're going to see an Abiding Grace as a foil retro, with a Wheel of Potential coming in as our main set rare. Then we're going to see ourselves a Filigree Racer coming in from the Commander subset. Not a high value rare there. And then we are going to see one of the medallions. We got the Sapphire Medallion coming in its beautiful borderless treatment, followed by a Warren Soul Trader coming in the borderless. And our final card is going to be a Weight of the Reliquary in extended art with an Eldrazi Spawn and a Zombie Army. All right. Just take a look at all of the rares and mythics that you get. And we're only, that was only 4 packs. There we go. This pack opened up a little bit easier. All right, so we got ourselves a Cyclops Superconductor, followed by an Airy Auxiliary. Then we're going to see a Goblin Conduit, or excuse me, Conduit Goblin, followed by a Temperamental Oozewag. Then we're going to see a Signature Slam with a Charitable Levy, followed by a Bridgeworks Battle coming in as a flip card with a Swamp. Then we've got a Grim Servant coming in as a non-foil retro, followed by an Aether Spike. The blue really looks good in the retro foil as well. And then we're going to see Hadagast Erupting Nullkite coming in as a mythic hit for us. Very nice to see this. Does hold some value. Hooray. Then we're going to see Cath Famed Mechanist, one of the portrait cards coming in from the Commander subset. Very nice. And behind that, we're going to see the Necrobloom coming in borderless, with a Wooded Foothills coming in extended art. And our final card is going to be a Volatile Stormdrake coming in, kind of in that frame break foil. Very nice. And then we got a Phyrexian Germ and a Thopter token in the back. All right, moving into pack number 6, our last pack in stack number 1. This will mark the halfway point of the box when we get to the end of it. Hopefully the value in the upper left-hand corner is looking pretty sweet. So we got ourselves an Inspired Inventor, followed by a Sheltering Landscape. Then we got a Writhing Chrysalis with a Solstice Zealot, followed by a Lethal Takedown. Then we're going to see Tameo meets the Story Circle with a Wirewood Symbiote, followed by a Forest. Then we've got the Unstable Amulet as a retro, with a Strike It Rich as a retro foil. And our main set rare is going to be a Sowing Mycosynth coming in out of green. Does hold some value. Then we've got ourselves a Gluttonous Hellkite coming in from the Commander subset, with an Arena of Glory, another borderless land for us, followed by a Flare of Duplications. There's a lot of there's a whole set of the flares in here. So this is one of the this is the Flare of Duplication I'd read. Then we're going to see a Wrath of the Skies as a foil retro with an Eldrazi Spawn and a Spellgorger Weird. All right, so we're up to 4 rare retro frames. All right, so we'll go ahead and split the stack. There we go. I just noticed Kappa Cannoneer kind of belongs over there. Save a spot up there in case we get one of the textured foils. So we get ourselves an Inventor's Axe, followed by a Deceptive Landscape. Then we're going to see ourselves a Wing It, followed by a Deem Inferior. Then we're going to see a Brain Surge, followed by a Collective Resistance, a Meteor Mace, a Forest. Then we've got an Accursed Marauder retro non-foil and a Victimize retro foil, followed by an Echoes of Eternity coming in as a main set rare foil. Then we're going to see an Overclocked Electro Dominance coming in from Commander, with Crick, Son of Yawgmoth coming in the portrait frame. Are you all fans of the portrait frame? Let me know in the comments. Then we're going to see ourselves a retro Bloodstained Mire. Very nice to see that coming in. And directly behind that, we're going to see Kozilek, the Broken Reality coming in the etched foil. Very nice to see that. This should hold a pretty decent value for us. Awesome to see that mythic. We'll go ahead and put that one right up top. Then we're going to see the Eldrazi Spawn and a Blood Token. All right. Moving into our next pack. So we got ourselves a Jolted Awake, followed by Breathe Your Last, Gift of the Viper. Then we're going to see a Serum Visionary with the Creation of Avacyn, followed by a Ajani Fell the Godshire, 2 sagas in a row. Then we're going to see a Sink into Stupor coming in. Very valuable uncommon from the set. Flips over into Sulfuric Springs. All right, then we're going to see a Repeat Swamp, followed by Null Elemental Blast uncommon, or excuse me, non-foil. Then we're going to see a Consuming Corruption foil with an Eldamare Court of Ekdal coming in from the main set as a mythic hit for us. This mythic does hold value. Awesome to see that. Then we're going to see Karam the Undertaker coming in from the Commander subset in the extended art frame. Another mythic, but not high value. Then we're going to see Flare of Cultivation coming in out of green. So another one of the flares showing up, this time in the borderless treatment. With Sauron of House Markov coming in. It's another flip card for us. We're going to flip that. So you see Sauron, the Ravenous Neonate coming in. Love it. And then we're going to see a Volatile Stormdrake in the retro foil with a Phyrexian Germ and a Snake token. All right. Totally running out of rooms. I think the piles are okay. There's just so many cards of value. No wonder why these things are almost $400 a box, and likely will be over $400 a box pretty soon. So we have ourselves a Shattered Landscape, followed by Glimpse the Impossible. Then we're going to see Kami of Jealous Thirst with a Basking Broodscale, followed by a Glyph Elemental, Trickster's Elk. Then we're going to see Idol of False Gods with an island. First retro is going to be Sling Gang Lieutenant, followed by an Evolution Witness. And then we're going to see Roshin Roaring Prophet coming in, main set rare, not high value. And then we're going to see a Selective Obliteration coming in from the Commander subset, followed by Phyla, the Exuberant Shepherd coming in the borderless treatment. Very cool to see the dog in portrait frame. And then we're going to see Grief coming in, another retro frame from Modern Horizons 2 as a mythic hit for us. And then we're going to see ourselves a Disruptor Flute coming in extended art. And then we're going to see a Servo and a Treasure Token. All right. So we have not seen any of the textured foils. We have not seen any special guests whatsoever, and only a few of the Modern Horizons 2 retros, and of course only one etched foil in the box so far. Those things are really tough to pull. All right, so we got ourselves a Bountiful Promenade, followed by Wither and Bloom. Then we're going to see ourselves a Perilous Landscape, a Nightshade Dryad, followed by an Unstable Amulet, Nadler's Nightblade, with Rush of Inspiration. Then we're going to see the Plains. Our retro is going to be a Galvanic Discharge, followed by Dragon Rage Channeler. Our main set rare is going to be a Disruptor Flute again, followed by a Laze Top Quarry, the one land coming in from the Commander subset. I think this is the lowest value non-basic land in the Commander set, least that you can pull in collector boxes. Then we're going to see ourselves an Aether Revolt coming in from the main set extended art, with a Monumental Henge coming in from the main set as a rare non-basic land. We are going to get a second etched, and it is going to be 6 coming in the etched foil treatment. Very cool to see that. All right, so now we got 2 for the box. Then we're going to see an Eldrazi Spawn and a Moonfolk. All right, so we are down to 2 packs, and then we'll do the full MTG box analysis at the end, and I'll even throw a little comparison of the first collector booster box in, just so you can kind of see how that box is now performing and how the 2 boxes have performed together. So we got a Hex Gold Slith, followed by a Tempest Harvester. Then we're going to see a Foul Strike, followed by a Petrifying Meddler, It That Heralds the End, followed by Emerald's Messenger, Cephalopod Coliseum. Then we're going to see a Mountain, followed by a Victimized Non-Foil, and a Snow-Covered Waste coming in as our foil retro. And directly behind that, we're going to see an Orum's Chant coming in from the main set as our rare, followed by an Inversion Behemoth coming in from the Commander subset, with a Jet Medallion. So it's our second retro frame borderless medallion of the box. Awesome. And then we're going to see a Windswept Heath, which is our second retro fetch land from the set. Awesome. And behind that, ooh, we got ourselves a big hit here. We got the Oscillate Pride coming in the retro frame borderless. This is tremendous. I believe this is close to $75 in value. Sorry, 6, this is going to have to go on top of you. Awesome to see that. Phyrexian Germ and a Spirit. So that's definitely going to be one of the biggest hits of the box. We'll just go ahead and slide that over there. Luckily, no crimping on any of these cards. All right, let's jump into our final collector booster. Final 15 cards plus token, and see what kind of value we can find. All right, so this one kicks off with a Gravedigg, followed by a Twisted Landscape. Then we're going to see a Refurbished Familiar, a Colossal Dreadmask, followed by a Metatastic Evangel, Mindless Conscription. Then we're going to see the Bogart Trawler with a Forest. First retro is going to be a Charitable Levy, followed by an Unholy Heat. And then we're going to pick up a Polluted Delta, another one of the fetch lands, as our main set rare. Nice. Then we've got a Sphinx of Revelation coming in from the Commander subset, followed by an Argent Dais. And then we're going to see Emrakul, A World Anew coming in. Very nice to see. This is one of the concept Praetors. Emrakul in non-foil is the second most valuable, valued at around $33. Wow, what a box. And our final card is going to be a rare, and it is a foil Emerald Medallion coming in the borderless treatment. Very nice. And then we get a Servo and a bird token in the back. All right, so I will get it all sorted, organized, and here comes the MTG Box Analysis.
Get early access to videos, download the analysis for every box open on the channel, and personally DM me, just like these fine people. All by becoming a member of the channel through YouTube or over at mtgboxanalysis.com. You'll find links in the description. Until next time, do something amazing.